Okay, nice. Streams all up, and I think this is fine. Is it the right title? Yeah. Okay, stream matches. Who should we put in round one? Who have we not seen on stream before?
Oh, I should open up the bracket, right?
Possibly.
Are there a new face? Taylor, obviously. Kinda everyone wants to see her play.
I feel like we should show Taylor later into the.
Yeah, Taylor later in, but like, she's not even playing on this round, so that's fine.
Yeah.
Is Taylor a beta tester?
Yeah. They're really good.
Cool.
The GOAT.
I think they're ranked higher than numbers, but they lost the numbers in the last bracket they were both in.
I see.
They're like kind of on the same level. Maybe the QC leBenos game, because they're a newcomer, and we probably won't be streaming your game, Skarfelt, in round 2, so we might not see QC, or whoever wins that. We might not see those two players.
Yeah, so yeah, but we should take QZ then.
Yeah, let's do that.
And then we'll see for round 2. But I'd assume we're taking the 8-slot match. Or the newbie match.
Round 2, yeah, probably the 8-slot match. Yeah, it depends.
Yeah, we'll see.
If it's okay, I think it's Moraine. Is that
Merigin?
Is... I'm not gonna pronounce that right.
They said how to pronounce it. Or was it you that Ricky said it?
I said Merigin.
That's what I was saying last time on the stream, and like apparently that was like butchering it. Like it wasn't even close.
It's phonetic. I don't know.
Okay, let me type out the names. So QC.
The J is soft. Married. Nah, that sounds back. True. Also, Mary does mean C in Finnish, so.
I pinged myself.
Alright, so the first match we're gonna have on stream is QC, the other one, versus leBenos, and joining me on commentary is the gracious host QC, the first one, and Skarfelt will also be playing this in this tournament, so weave in and out, and I am, of course, the ever so lovable, hateable Rikami. And
I wouldn't say hateable.
No. I'm toxic as fuck.
Oh, okay, well I guess
You need to see this. You need to see the stuff I sent to Luke.
Okay.
I'm a certified hater.
You see Chiretta on the screen, you just start hating. That's fucked up.
No. It's just that there's only one Chiretta in my heart, and that's my girlfriend. So.
Oh, sure.
That's how it gotta be. Yeah. Juicy, running your pretty basic non-STD combo Chiretta deck. Not a lot to say about that. You have your line, triple barrel, minigun, rag, blink, which is a addition people have been using recently.
I fucking love Blink. I've become such a big fan of it. You can do such cool combos with it because you can combo into weapon 1 and combo that into weapon 2. So you can do
Yeah,
like
it's very cool. And then we
yeah,
have the Bonk Hazel
Bonk
wrench,
Hazel. Yeah.
which is another cool deck. Some things to know: does have inverter and flame breath for forcing opponents to move, and the combo damage should be pretty good.
Yeah. I love this Hazel build for sure. It's like they took the structure character and were like, what if I just oh my god. And that's just evened up immediately. But yeah, just like the structure deck and just went, what if I just made every neutral hit kill you instead?
And like she's pretty good at zoning and boxing and stuff
That's
like
the
that.
thing,
So
right? Like it's your kit already is good at that, and you also have good damage output with this build, so it just seems good. You know?
Yeah. As for the matchup, this is probably the way you want to play Chiretta into this matchup.
Mhm.
I'd assume STD has harder time punishing a lot of these things, except maybe like whiffed steps.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
having
not a great
more
position
control
either.
in the neutral is gonna be big.
Mhm. Yeah, it's one of those things where this build that Ben is plays front row quite a bit, right? Which is where Schroeder, wants you to be, either that or the second or third rows, right?
Yeah, like not to just the one thing about STD into this matchup would be forcing Bene to sit in the back row where your cards don't do much. But then again, from back row you can still step, spell, then move, do a bonk, combo off.
What was the score?
Yeah,
so,
sure.
So here you're kind of forced to get in, and QC can sit in the third row, which is a lot more safer against this build.
I kind of can't believe QC found that weapon 2 Ragnarok there. That was really good.
And these confirms have been very nice.
Mm-hmm. I went for the weapon 2 Thunder, but wasn't on the land there.
If anything, the problem I immediately find from Bene's deck is that third row coverage is pretty small, but it's the game. We currently don't have that many good third row coverage spells.
Mm-hmm.
You have Flame Breath, which is the best one for specifically third row.
Can't say I've noticed that because I played Chiretta.
Yeah, exactly. Like Chiretta obviously is very good at third row coverage, so it becomes even more important in this matchup.
For
He
sure.
just wants to stand there, and you need to do something about it.
Mm-hmm.
Violet players, me and others have started using Trip Mine for that specific purpose, and Flame Trap is very good at it. So.
Mm-hmm. Good neutral so far from Bennett. Avoided all the starters here from QC.
Yeah, but now taking in a little bit of damage. Very nice trying to bait out another dodge. Moving in and then using weapon 2.
Mm-hmm.
But a little bit of wasted mana for those front row 3-barrel miniguns.
Oh, great blink there, just like as Benny was stepping up to, do some shit, but couldn't get away with it. A line right up on the table and there it hits. Yeah, I had a feeling that was going to hit there.
And the classic weapon 1, weapon 1, weapon 1.
Whirl, yeah.
And like sitting on this hand as Hazel against Chiretta chilling in third row, and there was not a lot you could do.
Yeah. Yeah, Force just whiffed a whole bunch of spells there, and now this game that was looking kind of even is now looking like QC's running away with it. And that's going to be it, yeah. Gets the confirm into backstab, and that's a clean 3-0 to QC to start off the bracket.
Definitely not a rigged bracket, by the way.
Yeah, we can't say it's a rigged bracket when we have destroyers in this scene. Just looking at round 1, I think every single one of these matches has a top contender in it on one side. So
yeah, it's a pretty exciting one, right? Because first weekly was me and Xyno Grants, then last week was Newbie and Mergen. Yeah. So like top 4 from the last 2 weeks are here, and then also Taylor's in then.
Yeah, Taylor definitely like the #1 candidate to take this, but the Chiretta matchup is absolutely horrible, and Well, how
Who does
much
Taylor
has
play?
Taylor played in tournaments recently? Not at all, because EU is banned and
I
didn't
think
want to join on these ones for
they
the
played
first 2
in
weeks.
Jam Slam. I think it was Jam Slam. They played there and they did pretty well. Was it? I don't know if I'm remembering right, but that was like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, and then like ASR and Jamix both played in the week 1 tournament, did pretty well. And QC, as we saw, is a very solid player, has been grinding matches. There's a lot. There are a lot of good players in EU. There's not a lot of players in EU, but there's a lot of good players. Which is very, very rough if you are.
I'd be pretty happy to see that, like, we're at what, 13 entrants for this one? You know?
Yeah, it's kind of been saying like a decent number of entrants.
And there's a lot of people who could not join this time. Bunny, Eva, the
Did you say
player Aya?
Yeah, she wasn't able to join you.
Egg Dog didn't make it either. No numbers. Zippy.
Yeah, there's like a lot of players. I think it's one of those where like it's easy to get disheartened because it's a Discord game, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, lots of games are Discord games and are doing great. Still have like thriving scenes. And I think that it's good that we're able to still have these tournaments do as well as they are. Week on week we're getting the same amount of numbers. People are still into the game. It's good.
As a person who primarily only plays Discord games,
Yeah,
I'm at home here.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, like I will say, like I sort of miss, like I'd rather be able to just hop on ranked and just press play game whenever I want to test out new stuff.
Obviously.
But it's like, I mean, ultimately, like playing sets with people is like actual sets, not just mindlessly, slapping your face into rank, is nearly always more fun. Like even in Strive, like I'll happily play like a set with someone in a park over like playing a whole bunch of Celestial sets, and then after I'm done, like I played an hour in Celestial, I'm like, what have I done with my life?
And
like,
the BO10s and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like personally, I think the best format to play is first to sevens, because it's 5 to 5 matches. It's a little bit short for a show setup. But 10, that's pretty long if I'm not just mindlessly grinding against someone. And so 7 is the sweet spot.
Yeah, I've always liked doing first to X, and then after the first to X, like talking about it and then just playing. So it's like
that's also very, very fun.
Yeah, because I find like one thing that can be not as useful is like you play like a 50 game set or whatever, and then afterwards they tell you some like basic layer 1 shit that it's like, well, if I'd known that, like this would have changed my whole approach, like, or not even that they tell you, like you figure stuff out like after the fact. I think it's personally important to take breaks during sets if you're playing like a long set, just because then you can like stop and revisit some of the things you're thinking about, some of the things you're doing, seeing what's working, what's not working, that kind of thing, just like sometimes what you're planning out doesn't work, or this like layers of defense you don't understand or whatever. I was talking about like broadly about fighting games, but I think it applies to Duelists as well, right?
Duelists is definitely like you don't have your basic defense like as it is in fighting games, but you definitely have the where should I be standing more against this opponent, this specific situation. Maybe I should shield and then spot dodge instead of double spot dodging, and you gain advantage for mana there. And what does it give you? All of these things it's very hard to come up on the fly. You just need to take a breather. Like, hey, the situation comes up a lot. What do I do?
Yeah, I think that like this game has like it has real problem solving moments, right? Like same as like other competitive games for sure, but like one of the things I think is really fun about Duelists is how it's very difficult to get decks that cover like everything or whatever, right? And like
those like standard rank decks, those are quite hard to like find. Like
yeah, it's like you're just by nature you're gonna go up against some things where you're like, okay, my basic game plan doesn't deal with this. What can I do to solve it? And because the game is such a toolbox, right? It's so open in terms of how you can approach different cards. And I think that's something that makes it so fun, right? Like a card like Thunder is like way more versatile than just hits 4 tiles away, right? Like there's so much implications of that, you know?
Yeah, like for Violette, obviously, number one, it combos. But what if I have a bomb in your back row, and you're above the bomb, and your only tile to move is forward, and I'm standing in front of you with my weapon 1 and my Thunder.
Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah, like I think that's a big one. I think for getting better at Duelists is just realizing how much you can do by just having a card in your hand, right? Like the famous one obviously is if you have a Line Ragnarok in your hand, the entire game just changes to playing around a Line Ragnarok, right? But like it applies to like every situation really, because like that's just like a canned reactable situation. But like, you know, if I have Tetra in my hand and Chiretta, my opponent's not going to occupy any corner spaces, right? And by extension, they're not going to occupy the spaces in the front row that are near to the corner, because I can combo into that, right? So playing with that knowledge, if I have other cards in my hand that are able to cover those spaces, then like, you know, I don't even have to use the Tetra in my hand. I can just like cover the things with my other cards. Chiretta specifically isn't great at doing that because obviously her weapon doesn't reach the back row, but it applies to like lots of situations, right? Like an opponent having step slash auto slash in hand and shit like that, like just makes me want to just keep spamming movement forward to make the step slashes whiff, right? And they just do nothing. I'm like, well shit, just move myself to the front row for no reason. And now I can't step forward to get out of these combos. So if they just do step slash here, I can't really do much about it. So I get frame trapped into the auto slash afterwards and stuff like that, you know. I just think it's really cool in this game that at least when I started playing, I was just mashing, you know, I was just throwing spells out. But you know, the more you watch, I feel like there's a lot more people just not casting spells, you know.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those things that having div spells, it be it in hand or coming up in a specific row, it just gives you a lot more tools to RPS with your opponent, so to speak. Whereas if you're just wham bam, I'm gonna throw this one out, I'm throwing this one out. All right, I'm fuck all out of mana. I'm just gonna go chill in the back line for 6 seconds to get all of my mana back, and then boom, 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 boom. Your opponent doesn't have to guess what you're gonna do. He just looks at, all right, they're sitting back waiting for mana. I guess I'll just try to poke them or whatever, and then combo off. And or now that their mana is full, they're just gonna mash everything out. Oh, there's an auto slash starter. Guess I'm whiff punishing you for that one for 40 damage.
Yeah, I remember also when I started, I was like, because people were saying, you know, mana potion is sort of like a noob trap in a way, right? Or not noob trap, but like, you know, it's a card that new players will rely on more, but like a punish for it later on. And I started, I was like, how are you meant to not use this? I'm always running out of mana. And I was like, oh yeah, you actually just don't need to be casting all the time, right? Anyway, next round is starting. I'm gonna be playing, and I'll hop back again afterwards in a bit.
I'll see you soon.
Sick.
And our
okay, so
second
now we have Xyno and Mergen, Marine, if he's there, correct us.
Yeah, like as we said, we have a lot of good players here. Mergen being the second, getting second place last tournament, then Xyno getting second place the tournament before that. So we already have like semi-finalists meeting up on round 2, and just that's how it be. Matchup. Well, Newbie versus Virgin played this last time.
Yeah, this.
But Newbie does have the ice package sometimes in, whereas Xyno just has more standardized.
I think one was it his. I think the ice deck was Xyno's deck actually. That he.
Yeah, I think it might have been, but this is a very standardized combo melee deck, so to speak. Whereas Merigin just all the fire cards and bomb. So that's gonna be a lot of damage and like cheap damage. But sometimes you get hit by a meteor and your opponent has Salamander Eruption in hand as well, and whew, that's gonna be big damage.
Nice play to push. That was Mergen's bomb back at them. So they definitely have something to deal with those.
Yeah, Xyno's really just chilling with these cards in the back row, spending a lot of mana, no, going back, but doesn't give the opponent free space in the front rows as much as you'd be worried. And just respecting a lot of these flames. And then going in for bombos. And like, yeah, you can't go in front of here because there's too much fire and there's eruption in hand. And ooh, nice pyroblast into the bomb.
Definitely a nice setup to keep them stuck in place with their front row fire as well.
And then you have, again, Salamander and Wall of Fire, but Xyno's not getting caught by that. He's played this matchup before, as, well, most of the EU players just play a lot against each other because there's no one else ranked. Oh, nice counter hit from the startup of Twin Fire, Twin Eruption. Can't remember, and I'd assume Merigin swaps the deck. Yeah, Xyno knows it's break time. Probably a worse time to deny playing the game, yeah.
We'll see if the deck switch hurts Selicy a bit too much here.
It's an interesting one for sure, because Selicy with these steps could just go over gaps as well, but it's pretty hard.
I think
it's not an easy thing to do.
You get stuck on the gap.
Yeah, that as well. Like, it's a blessing and a curse. But the deck itself, the Xyno is running, is covering most of the screen from most spots. And like what Merigin does, he just breaks these front tiles to deny opponent moving forward with Starburst or stepping into those tiles.
We can see these slashes just getting stuck in place now, which is telltale of them getting blocked by the broken tile.
Like, again, now there's 3 tiles your opponent can't use, and they will shoot another wave of fire. Lockdown being used. Now you're in the back row, kind of hard to dodge, but nice spot dodge on the golf ball.
No, it gets tagged in their own combo, on their own stream.
Oh, nice tags. Oh, big hits. Still could go either way, but both of these players are one bigger combo off from that, so we'll see who lands it first. Getting tagged from the startup of the dash. Start. It's blocked. And just chilling.
Ooh.
Both of these players under 10 HP, and the twin shot, I can't remember that spell's name.
Break shot?
Him.
Yeah, it's
I don't have...
Sorry, one.
A lot of these spells you don't see that often, that the names just don't stick in your head yet.
Oh, we actually didn't get a deck switch from Xyno.
I mean, this deck is just really good overall. Doesn't have too many weaknesses.
I guess he feels confident enough in his damage and waiting out the broken tiles to be able to get his hits in where it counts like that.
Mm-hmm. But this one's looking way worse for Xyno than the previous round. Just already in lethal range. But then again, this deck is pretty explosive if they just can get those hits in.
Oh.
But does not come to pass.
Starfield holds a lot of space. Definitely one of the strongest spells right now. And there we go. So.
Yeah. One duel from Eden. Looks like your pretty standard Saffron deck. You have all of your basic tools that combo from your weapon 1, Frost Barrage to make your opponent think about moving, plus Javelin, which sometimes marks your opponent and gets you set play that way.
Javelin's a bit of an interesting choice in Saffron because it kind of fulfills a similar purpose to Saffron's in Weapon 1.
Yeah, but it's the Gunner X special. You just want to hit your opponent when they're standing in front of you.
Mm.
Though this deck is nothing like Gunner X, but it does have some of the similar flavors in the playstyle because it's on Saffron. I mean, it does have minigun, Javelin, you know. Oh, you're stuck. But how will you do? Huh?
Oh, I think Merge was out of mana there.
Yeah, and like Xyno got a good spot dodge into the auto/whirl because Merging was out of mana. Also, the pretty recent break change is definitely coming in clutch here. Getting to actually play the game a little bit sometimes. Even though there's like 6 tiles, 7 tiles broken. Minigun just whiffs. And again, we are in that tight spot. 18 HP, 8 HP. You're just pretty much dead if you get hit big, but the auto slash doesn't get punished, and there has step slash and javelin, and your pokes are still pretty good, especially counter hitting these other spells your opponent might want to throw out.
That was a counter hit on lockdown actually. That's quite big. Wow.
Oh, but the golf ball does find its hole, and the explosion is big, and it does kill. Fun and interactive. Yeah, it's rough, but you actually got to play the game this time, unlike a week ago, where you actually did not get to play the game against some of these break decks.
That is true.
And there's something brewing in the brackets on round 2 that I did not see coming.
Ooh,
at least immediately.
Is that game 9 you're looking at?
Yeah. Dubi versus Alenari. Alenari.
Have we seen Alenari before?
No, a completely new name for me. And obviously I see ASR. They beat ASR, so they have to be pretty good at the game.
Oh yeah, Newbie and ASR. Holy shit!
But then taking out Newbie as well, who won the previous bracket, and then going on winner's side against Skarfelt, who won the bracket before. So we'll see. Definitely not an easy climb through, but we'll see how it goes against Skarfelt. Taylor beat out Akala, and Skarfelt beat QC. And then we just have a lot of losers matches to play. At some point. As I am assuming they are already playing some of the losers matches, but
yeah, I think a lot of the losers matches are already going on. Reset the scores.
I'm sorry, Newbie. It's my bad you lost that match then. Apparently, Alenari plays Violette, so. And even though it's very popular character and very strong, I didn't think we have any other Vio players in Finland. In EU. Definitely not in Finland. Holy hell, we only have 4 people.
Okay, that's all of winners round 2 done. Shall we? I know the newbie versus whoever's winning game 6 hasn't started yet, so we could do that next.
Yeah, we should do that. And then we should do like top 8, all of it.
Yeah. Actually,
Although the real question is, do we want to do one of the winner's side top 8 matches, and then they'll newbie and whoever their opponent is to wait for that one?
hold on. We could do one of winner's side, and then At that point, I think losers round 3 would be.
Well,
held.
actually, AllRounderGamin and Yamix have been playing for a while already, so it's probably over soon. I'll tell newbie that their next match is on stream.
Thank you.
Stream, but do we do?
Okay, they just finished.
Okay,
it's AllRounder.
Oh, I did not see that one coming.
I think they're a new name as well, right?
Yeah, they haven't been playing in the EU brackets at all. So definitely been playing the game though on NA side as well, because UK to NA connection is possible. So ain't no slacker, but shame about Yanks. Just got the short and just stick with the bracket, but that's how it is. Definitely wanted to see them get further. And we'll see. Newbie from last week running this pickled invasion. The most Selicy build you could probably run. Steps and Frost. It's canon. This is the canon way to play Selicy.
It's true. I really like this build, to be honest. I think that it has a lot of really explosive damage output, out of nowhere. Like, you can just find these confirms that deal 25 plus damage.
And like, even back in demo, people figured out that step spells and snow cone, that's pretty good. Because it's, sure, it doesn't do damage, but if you can move during your snow cone, that means your opponent can't just beat you out of it. And then challenging it and the area it gives is very hard as well. It's just probably they're gonna take at least 1 to 2 frost stacks, sometimes 5, and then usually have mana to confirm off it as well if you are able to move at the current time you're using snow cone.
Yeah, I do think that's one of the things that's better about, or good about the build as well, right? Like, you have all these step spells, but it's not like you're constantly having to go into the other side to like play neutral, right? Like, a lot of these spells, like stuff like Snowfall and Snow Cone and Frost Barrage, like there are ways that you can like threaten things besides just having to constantly step, as well as rush, stopping people just like stepping forward as well to avoid your step spells. Like, realistically, you're probably gonna have a step spell in hand most times with this kind of deck, right? Like, when you got Step Slash and Auto Slash and Step Lance and Slicy's Weapon 1, right? So the fact that you're able to do things that can make them want to move forward and both move back, like, in different ways, I think is like pretty important for the build.
AllRounderGamin, very basic Chiretta deck. It's funny to me to say basic Chiretta when I play Viol and all my decks look the same.
Yeah, sure.
But at least there's for it. This one doesn't run Ragnarok, even though you have a line.
Yeah,
which is...
there's no Ragnarok in here, no STD in general. And
there's no STD, and then there's no Ragnarok. Just you have a little bit of lighter damage output, but you're still running a lot of the combo package instead of the full-on neutral package.
Oh, it seems like the connection is not the one. Oh, maybe?
Oh, maybe. We'll see.
Oh, never mind. Yeah, we'll have to see what the players do about this connection, because this does not seem great.
And
this does look a bit rough.
And also, do I want to point out, Entangle, very good card on Chiretta. Covers off angles inside of the weapon one. And gives you good combos as well.
Yeah,
opponent does content.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Oh, swapping sides sounds good. And I can top off of from spectate if it helps, but I don't think it would.
I'm not sure if that's the problem.
Yeah. It just, this is peer-to-peer. And I played against AllRounderGamin and I had good connection to them, so.
They did mention that they had a bit of a rough connection on their first games playing today, so. And they were right.
Okay, well, it seems like it's all fine now.
Yep.
We're gaming. In here, oh, it gets the entangle into nice little bit of damage there. We also seen bomb toss. Myself and QC not playing bomb toss. Great spot to throw the bomb to disarm it there. That was really well done by maybe there. But unfortunately, not able to get any real damage started. And I say that, and there comes the confirm.
Oh, no, that's a break.
Oh, but slightly mess up the space and doesn't get the full world damage. Still a nice little bit of punish there.
And then a hit from Snowcone returning as well. So you're really scared here. You're gonna get comboed 480 into a reset with 9 damage, and it's gonna be big. And 1 HP and a dream though, still alive. And that's what matters.
Totally spiraled out of control for AllRounderGamin, who looked like they were in control for the start, but gets the rush there, and that is a pretty explosive game from Newbie there after.
Rush is one of those weird cards for me, because I would never play it myself, and it was very hard for me to see the appeal of, well, I'm gonna deal in a small front row, just deal damage up here and get something. Oh, that's a nice combo. But like the invulnerabilities of it come in clutch a lot of the time.
What frame does the invulnerability start? Do you know?
I can't remember off the top of my head, but I think like 6.
Sure, that sounds right in my head.
I'm pretty sure Reva's is 6 or 7.
Backstab online with it. Yeah, there's the bomb hits, and yeah, nice Align Thunder there. Oh, didn't quite have enough mana there for triple barrel, so I wouldn't press it. Would have been a huge confirm, and that's going to be a big confirm there. Oh no, never mind, doesn't have to follow up the snow cone. I thought that the frost was trigger.
Actually, the wiki says it's fully invulnerable until actives.
From frame 1? That seems pretty wild.
It's a DP, it's DP. We take those.
Sure.
And well, it costs a lot of mana, so it's fair. But now...
Oh, doesn't quite get the confirm. 1 tile up there as well. This is so close. And that's going to be it, surely. No, gets the shield at 1 health left.
And barely missing the punish on the... backsteps into the frost.
Oh my god. Was literally 1 mana off getting the kill confirm there, but then just mashes the weapon 2 out.
Oh my goodness.
Not a very common character, must be said.
I do know that AllRounderGamin has talked about Shiso. I've seen them talk about on the Discord.
They just said
not the EU one, but the proper full one. So we'll see.
That they've never tried Shiso against an actual player. So let's see how this goes.
But like weapon 2 is pretty nice because you have a lot of actives. You can just chill there. You can just toss it out and toss out other pokes as well. Now, nice attempt on the whiff punish. Barely doesn't get it though. Now you have a few bullets on deck.
And you gotta say, so far this looks like it's working out. Already under half-life for Newbie here.
And the classic Shiso bomb placement for getting bullets. I don't like it having it all the way in the back corner. But then again, when you're going against push lands, it might be pretty nice. Because then it doesn't cover 3 of your lanes as well with the explosion. It's just 2 at the bottom. Push/whiffing.
That's crazy. The start of this game was almost unanswered down to half health, and now it's been the same in reverse. AllRounderGamin hasn't got anything back online, and Newbie's adapted well here. Hasn't been hit for the last 30 seconds.
And it's very nice movements, just moving around all of the cards. Being tossed, dodging the weapon too as well, just starving AllRounderGamin for buttons, but bullets, I mean.
You're pretty good player in the
kinda just using like losing a lot of mana for no reason. AllRounderGamin here, but nice dodge in between. Now the bomb is prepped in a good spot, and it's gonna hit 2 HP and a dream. Needler, move.
Well, this, Selicy has the ability to just end games from nowhere. Very much could do, especially with auto slashing. Yeah, that's gonna be it.
I think that was the frost proc that actually killed them.
Yeah,
so there was not a lot you could do at that point. It was just checkmate.
I gotta say, that was actually 3-0, but it was close though.
Yeah, it was 3-0, but it was close.
And both those last 2 games were extremely close.
And like AllRounderGamin themselves said, at the start they're very nervous. They don't think they'll do good, etc., etc. And then they sometimes got newbie on ropes. So you should have faith on yourself. Don't doubt your abilities. We're just gonna have fun here anyway.
For sure. But that leads us into our top 8 now.
All right, top 8. We're doing loser side first.
Is that normal? Yeah.
No, we usually should do winners first, but we could do it this way. We're a little bit funky.
To be honest,
normal.
I've always just doing losers first. To be honest, it's always made more sense to me. But winners first is the standard.
I see. Okay, well, we'll do these 2 matches and then we'll switch to winners.
Yeah. But also getting to 3 winners in a row is kind of fun. So, leBenos lost to QC on the first round, but it was a good match. Love to see the Bonk Hazel return. It's Xyno going against the Hazel army. Yeah, Yannick's being a Hazel, and ASR also playing Hazel. Also, quite popular character in EU. Wrench is life, Wrench is love. We'll see how the Bonk goes into this matchup, though.
It's not a rough bracket because we have this player Alenari, who's now in top 8 winner side, beating both ASR and Newbie. I hadn't heard of them; they were unseeded, it seems. But top 8 winner side, and ASR lost to both them, and Xyno, who's another strong player, who's now seeing on the Selicy. So let's see how this goes. Yeah, I've always liked the Hazel decks that only play 8 cards. It's I'm just doing ping pong combos. I'm not interested in anything else.
Yeah, it's just one-off. I mean, this deck does have the Flame Breath in it, which is very important for zone control. If you get your opponent to step back, and then nice dodge on the minigun there. If you get your opponent to be scared of your Flame Breath, you can just kind of maybe get them with a double team and start doing ping pongs. Or, buy yourself space to do step combos instead. But as was talking about on the proper EUden Discord today, this isn't the optimal way to play Hazel. But it's probably the most fun way to play Hazel. Very nice dodge on the return, not getting whiff punished.
Well, the runner spot dodge baiting something there, but Xyno did not bite. But, very even games so far. Xyno will have to shuffle now, though. This could be a chance to get something started. No, just ends up whipping a few buttons, but they're now exactly even on health. Never mind, not anymore.
And it's like, Ben is playing, that's a big good combo. Doesn't kill, though. Finish your meals, please. Cheers for everything. And, Xyno's also pretty easy to kill from here, but doesn't choke. Luckily. But yeah, Bene, the deck they're running is like, yeah, it has steps and a few pokes, but it's very, very melee oriented. Whereas Xynos is more about combos with steps and from steps. From various ranges as well, instead of just, trying to get that one big melee combo in. Yeah, push them into turrets, just get poke damage in. This is how you control neutral as Hazel. Box is also a very nice, defensive tool. Now, this matchup doesn't do much. Ooh, bing bong, bing bong! 30 damage.
Nice little combo there. Yeah, I got a good chunk of damage there. I was able to just zone out now while waiting, but that's gonna be another big combo, I think. Well, I didn't have the spacing to get the step slash there, but only one real hit away with the kind of Hazel damage output.
Ooh, and there was the box blocking out Rush.
Yeah.
Sure, oof, another good confirm into a good combo. But yeah, Rush does have the triangle hit, so it does hit behind the box, but you lose the... Do we say verticality or horizontality of it? It's horizontal from the eyes of the character, but to us it's vertical.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
But you lose that aspect because you can't get into the front row because the box is in there. But this deck, Xyno making the return of the Barricade Snow Cone Ice Rifle Selicy, which
this is much more similar to the deck we saw Newbie playing before. Oh, a huge fucking combo there to start off, 32 damage.
And now you have Inverter for a little bit of poke damage. Yeah, 2 combo starters, but let's just shuffle them off. There's no real reward from getting either those Blink or Apprehend there, but this time there is.
Great.
And that's 30 damage going in.
Recognize that with the 2 Frost, Xyno's going to want to get the Snow Cone online, but, doesn't quite. And, this is huge. There's only been 3 hits and you're now at death percentage. What am I talking about? This is a Smash. Not quite.
Not getting these combos though, but refusing to die though, which is always nice to see. Snow Cone.
Step Slash hits from 900 miles away.
Yeah,
and now it's 2-1 Benny.
The thing you had to do was move forward, not get step slashed. But if you move forward and then there wasn't a step slash, then you're in the wrench range. So.
Yeah, right. Yeah, being second row, I guess this build, can be pretty scary sometimes, right? You have to make these choices that can lead to such high damage.
That's 3 Frost procs for Rifle, though. From Easy Barricade, so now you have 10 damage online on it. But that's 30 damage from a big bunk combo again. Ooh. I like the back row Frost steps as well. It's pretty instant if you are in the back row. So you can contest the front row with it, just like you could with Rush. Oh, and they're getting Frost procs. Now this is looking like the opposite of the previous match.
Yeah, I gotta say, that was a really nicely played sequence from Xyno. It was low on mana, but still managed to avoid everything while getting their own pokes. And no big combos with the low mana, but enough to survive that little potentially scary moment.
Oh, there's a punish coming in, but doesn't quite time it right. And you can see with this match, Benny has complete control of the front row with this deck, so Xyno's struggling a lot of the time for mana and can't just do whatever he wants. And can't just have to. No cards for that whiff punish, but has to give a lot of space.
Oh, that's gonna be it, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Damn, brought it back,
Random pull hits and whee.
Yeah, I gotta say that game, definitely thought it was in Xyno's control, but guess not.
Yeah, too many Hazels in a row, I guess.
Yeah,
one of them will get the wrench into your plans. So.
Yeah, leBenos moving into losers' quarters. But next up, we're going to be having QC and Newbie.
Yeah. This is a matchup that's been played quite a bit on the EU ladder.
must say, I've played against newbie quite a bit recently on Chiretta. QC obviously on Chiretta as well. Our decks are not the same, but similar enough with the new decks that we're playing. So, and I think newbie's really good at this matchup. Newbie understands when to play back row, how to play the back row, and when to move in, all that kind of stuff. I think newbie just has a really good idea of where to control in the matchup. I have not seen QC play as much, so maybe she's got some stuff to bring to the table as well. So let's see how this goes.
It's always scary when the loading screen takes long.
Yeah, I was like, did I that actually?
Don't want to say anything, don't want to jinx it. Just holding my breath. Nice block, but sadly, on block you do get the frost stack, so...
Yeah.
That's 1.7 damage you took, technically.
Sure. But yeah, probably gonna go for shuffle now. And yeah, we're in this spot which is, you know, I mean, maybe we can just kind of hold back row, right? I mean, like, what are you gonna do? Like, Raw Ragnarok?
Yeah, Raw Thunder, Raw Ragnarok. Both very hype when you hit them, but...
Yeah, I do think Raw Ragnarok is like the most satisfying thing to hit the game because it's literally just I just outplayed you. Like there's nothing else to it, you know.
The thing is, Raw Ragnarok doesn't do it to me anymore. It's too much damage for the startup is too. It's just your opponent was stupid and walked into it. But whereas Raw Thunder is like, yep, I know where you are. I know exactly where you are stepping. This is fast, but it's only 7 damage.
Yeah, I can see that side of it too, to be fair.
It's the taunt version, you know?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you know, newbie's taking a bit of chip damage from, like, you know, incidental things, but broadly in control, just holding this back row. Gonna go for a snow cone down, that's gonna be it probably. No, double
Very nice spot dodge. Couldn't shield, would have died to frost procs there, but that's what happens here now.
Yeah, rush into, mash anything really, they're gonna die.
Yeah. And newbie playing this matchup, as you said, very well. Just chilling. Sure, you're losing a lot of mana, but when you are aware of Chiretta's options, you can just chill back here. There's no threat. Regain all your mana. Go back in. Get big damage. And, like, sure, you took 6 damage from that backstab there. Wow.
Not
big deal.
Yeah. Especially when, like, Ragnarok the Evercard in hand, you know you have nothing to be scared of. Probably gonna go for a snow cone here. Yeah,
and the rush.
Moving forwards.
Probably could have confirmed in the rush from that frost proc, but just wanted to leave the card, I assume.
Well, if they'd drawn the minigun like 2 seconds earlier.
Ooh. Nice snare, but sadly no good confirmation from it. Both players within worlds, but nothing big.
Raw Thunder.
Yeah. The hyper option.
Every option missing newbie by about a pixel there. Really great movement there to just cover everything.
The newbie is very hard player to catch. And we played a pretty long set. Like up first to 10 or something. The other day. Or was it a Xyno? Anyway, it's just very hard to pin down for big hits. Just really likes to chill on defense and got some very nice like tips from top players the other day when asking for them, and I can see already a lot of those things that they were told to do that he's already doing them, but now the HPs are even from a single Ragnarok, but now one step later and no longer the case.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of damage on deck, but if you don't get to use it, little does do to you.
I have to say, I think QC hasn't actually been able to land in a line yet because newbie's always standing in the back row, and how can you land a line if they're, you know, it's like 33 frames to hit back row, it's an easy reaction.
And now Align is on deck, so, you know, newbie's just chilling. No problem. Ooh, and the step whirls.
Yeah.
Bring them close. Get 2 hits, but take a thunder. But now, again, the frost is on deck, so you might get better combos here.
Ooh, that was a nice little combo. I really liked that. Yeah, the triple barrel there is
Very
pretty
nice.
good. Like the blink
15
into
damage.
one.
Step whirl on deck. Then Ice Slash and the Snow Cone, so... It's a hard thing to hit, but luckily, like, for many other characters, that hand could... That's
pretty explosive.
That's a 3-0.
Mm.
Already.
I think it should be me up next.
Yeah, you are next.
Yeah.
But, like, for other characters having Auto Slash and Whirl, both of those spells are pretty easy to whiff punish. Or auto on backstep and stuff. But on Selicy specifically, you get to do your own stab first, go to their side, try to bait that out, and then auto slash if you want. Which makes it pretty good. Now,
yeah, I'll hop out now for my set.
Awesome.
This is the Skarfelt deck. As you can see, no longer running Tetra, just Seize and Downfall. With the addition of Kunai and Blink. And, oh, it's yeah.
Oh, this is them!
Yeah, Alenari's Kill Rock Stars.
Oh,
that makes sense.
That makes sense now.
Yeah. I know who this player is. I don't like their deck, but I do know them. What can I say? Very basic Chiretta deck, like, just doesn't have the STD Tetra, but does have most of the other tools in it, and just gets a little bit more of neutral variety in it. Whereas this Vio deck runs Escalation and Claw as two of the weird slots, so to speak, like Backstab, Power Slash, Thunder Whirl, Auto Slash, Step Slash. All of very basic deck cards. Fire Breath you've been seeing a lot recently. It's a very good card for challenging third row nowadays. So you should see it a lot. But Escalation is one of those weird cards. Denies you a column, and it's pretty good in combo. But it's not magnificent.
It's a lot better when you're used to playing in the back row, and I think Killer Rockstars is actually... I mean, they spent their whole match in the back row. Oh, but they need to watch out for C's because it controls a lot of that.
Yeah, but then again, if you play against Chiretta running STD, this one doesn't have Tetra, but like same basic stuff, you just camp the back row a lot of the time, and then react step forward when they do something that hits it. Ooh, nice dodge on the mark, and tried to weapon 2 pull from it to get the whirl, but couldn't. Skarfelt did play this matchup against me, so shouldn't be too weird. Like, and I personally think this is a pretty rough matchup for Violette, because you want to be on your tipper range, but you can't.
Yeah, it's rough.
It's not bad, but it's very hard matchup. Like, your reward is still better from your basic stuff than Chiretta's.
Ooh, it gets hit with a full escalation. That's a lot of damage.
This is why you run escalation, but also like claw trap into escalation, they can't dodge all of it.
Nice.
Yeah, she does want the sour spot, but like it's easier to be on the tip range. And when you want to be in the front, you know, Chiretta obviously goes into the third row to hit you. It's like how I see it. But it's pretty even. It's just hard, because you don't get to do your basic stuff that easy. And weapon 2 is very fast, so. No deck changes though. Ooh, the Z's is online, but just moving around with the weapons, chilling for the mana, throw out a call trap, see how it goes, get under the back return, stepping into the trap, sadly. Ooh, this is looking very bad for Skarfelt. Oh. It's very hard to commentate when it's going this fast, but I'll try to get something out. Getting a good hit in the big damage and frame trapping in the Thunder and the weapon 2 in the backstab. Finishes the game. Just go in game 3. But yeah, both of these characters are very combo oriented and like to play inside the 3. They don't like to play 4th row. Is the thing. But you kind of want to run 4th row against both of these characters. Did that make sense? And the off-angle extra for Chiretta is pretty annoying to deal with when you don't have barricade, because it leads to stuff like this. Now Seize is online, so we can see the back off and the fire. Oh, very nice poke with weapon 2 into a small confirm 4 damage, but it's nice. Step auto/whirl is online, but gets tagged out of the auto. Trying to poke the weapon 2, hoping to step forward up instead of back, but you see the back up instead. Getting pushed in the back. Oh, just collect your mana. Ooh, put out the actives so your opponent can step in. More actives to force them into the one lane. Ooh, nice push slash into Thunder. Didn't confirm it into the backstab world. Probably didn't look at their cards too closely, but it's still just slowly climbing back and walking back into the weapon 1, losing 2 HP. And that is 2-1 for Skarfelt. Like their escalation's pretty good, just shutting down Chiretta into the bottom lane, so they can't use the sweet spot of you. If they wanna off angle.
They also can't just like push in and get weapon 2 outright.
Yeah, like Chiretta's lane 2 tree control is very good, but usually you wanna be above your opponent and not in front of him, and definitely not below them, because you get no reward from hitting the worst sour spot, so to speak. Blink and Thunder on, so if you get the combo, you get the combo, but sadly you don't.
Walks into the trap.
Very nice. There was a frame trap there. You could have stepped out, but didn't happen. So they got the reset, pushing in the mark, taking the mark hit, but no real follow up. Another trap out. Ooh, could have probably whirled off that, but couldn't quite get it. And now getting poked out.
Damn, that was a strong showing.
Skarfelt definitely getting a little bit scared of the Vio deck there. But did figure out how to deal with it in the end. And then we have the real treat. Meridian playing first the fire deck and then probably the break deck. It doesn't work out. Doesn't want to let you play the game. Where's the Taylor's Maypul, which we've been teasing for a while here. Taylor obviously being Goobies. You know her. Fine lady. This deck is quite interesting. As you can see, it's a melee-based deck for Maypul, which is like kind of fine. And it denies a lot of space with strip mine and bombs. But the real damaging things in this deck are pretty like your combos cost a lot of mana. You don't have a lot of clean low mana fillers for these combos, so it's more about dealing 10 damage at a time instead of 20 to 40 damage at a time. And she just controls neutral with weapon 2, strip mines, bombs, backstab, forcing you to come in close, slap you, step you, whatever you got. Well, merging, starting with the fire deck, because it's their deck slot number 1. Likes to deny first row a lot, which will be interesting to see, because I mean, if there is a Maypul player who can play around that, I assume it's Taylor, but personally, I could not do that, so it's gonna be fun to see how it goes.
Mm-hmm. Gotta say, I like the Akami Amaterasu skin.
Yeah, I like it. It's I do have a Maypul deck built. I do play it when I'm at my locals, teaching people like, "Hey, did you hear about this cool game?" And I don't want to bully them too much. I do have a Maypul and a Queen deck that is kind of like, hey, there's these styles of mechanics in this game. So I have Frost Maypul with a little bit of poison packaging, and then I have a Frost Queen building jank.
Yeah,
and when I finally lose with either of them, I pick up my Violette and then combo them for 30 damage, and they go, "Oh, it's like this, huh?" And I'm like, yeah,
yeah. I've heard a lot of people like when they see the game actually played, the first thing they say is, "Wow, there's a lot more neutral than I expected." And second of all, they're like, "Why did he just fucking die?" Sometimes it's just like that. Yeah, I would say like at locals, I also have like a whole bunch of different decks to be like, hey, this is something you can try out. If this sounds fun, whatever.
And the worst thing I've ever shown to a person was Mark Shopkeeper. Not because I bullied them with it, but turns out that deck is kind of rough to play against. And when you've played fighting games for 9 years, you kind of get a knack for how Okizeme works.
Sure.
And it was pretty rough. For me, I actually had to focus to play the game.
Yeah, it's one of those like, I'll show you the game, then you're like, wait, hang on, let me log in real quick.
Yeah. Yeah, kind of rough to play against. But well, speaking of kind of rough to play against, like Mergen saying in chat, they would never play a deck that their opponent has a hard time dealing with. Why would they? They want clean footsies, the neutral, the risk reward, and definitely not saying to your opponent, no, you can't use these tiles, because who would do that? What kind of person would go online, cover half of their screen, play ranked, and beat people up with a deck to prove a point about how fucking broken Break is? And that person is probably really cool. Because thank God, honestly, thank God they did that, because if they didn't, we probably would still have fucked up Break. And now Break is annoying, but it's pretty fair.
Yeah, I've not actually played against the new Break, but I must say, like, I played against Old Break a couple of times, and I was like, I love this game. I haven't got, like, at no point have I been, like, annoyed by, like, anything, really. I just love it so much. Break, I was like, it might suck. Like, it's just wasn't very fun to fight against. But, I'm glad they changed it. That Testament ult for Terra is insane. Like,
it's so good.
Making the, like, headband, like, red as well to make it, like, the scythe is, like, an inspired choice. But yeah, here we go.
Blech. I like the pink blech.
Blech. That Maypul art's great too. And the Gunner, I haven't seen either of those before. Those are great.
Yep, it's your standard every single fire card plus a bomb.
Yeah, not
we saw this before.
But,
But Bomb against Maypul, it's pretty rough to use, because Weapon 1 is pretty good with dealing with bombs. And now you're stuck in the front row. Ooh, minigun into slash spot dodge.
Uh-oh.
Oh, the connection seems a bit rough. Moraine was saying before this that they don't trust their connection, so we'll have to see, you know, are they going to play it out? Okay, I guess they are. Okay, fair enough.
Okay, we're back. Standing on step shares, but getting hit by the tags. What? It's fine. It's all good. It's jazzy. Oh, bomb share, but Merchant doesn't bite, just chills in the back. Top lower row. Now, this bomb is a lot harder to deal with, but Taylor's deck does have a tool to deal with it, which is called a Step Lance. And comboing into bombs with Step Lance is hella nice. And Merchant's deck doesn't have a proper way to bomb lock you, if you will, because Salamander will take care of that pressure at some point. But Goob is just winning the low poke damage race. Doesn't take too many big hits and just kills the opponent in due time.
Yeah, there weren't too many huge combos in that, but you know, cleanly done. And again here, just seeing like a lot of clean damage on these steps, and you know every step is leading to some kind of damage here. Gets a nice trip mine in the third row here. And then, yeah, that's really great for Maypul, right? Because then you control the first two rows. If they're in the back against that, they can't move at all, you know.
Didn't choose to use the Step Lance there. Probably knew that the second hit would whiff. But now you have a minigun to cover up that lane and a little bit of the backside. For options to get the cross up.
Nice patience here from Taylor. Just, you know, watching out and just holding these positions, you know, out of threat range, just around fire, playing super well here.
Yeah, just chilling a lot of the time. Like, doesn't really care. Slap the bomb, after then backstep is on. Just get these small step spells in. Small combo here and there. What I'm most surprised at is that Merigin didn't swap into... tried to Pyroblast. Couldn't get it out, sadly. That Merigin didn't swap into the break deck immediately on the first loss.
But it seems to be going that way now.
But yeah, if you're, I don't know what to do. Plan B, yeah. When you see that your strategy is clearly not working, you might as well try your second strategy. That's a weird looking Selicy. Nah, this deck, I'd assume, is called that to counter Selicy. And Taylor's this deck, obviously, a very step spell heavy. Ooh, nice hit.
Yeah, huge hit there with the Cataclysm. I think that's what's called anyway. Yeah, awkward spacing, but again, Taylor just staying patient, just waiting it out. Ooh, that was a pretty important block there, though.
Starburst, such a good spell, honestly. It got nerfed, but still, it's pretty good.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, gets a nice amount of damage while avoiding all of the stuff there being thrown their way. Good stuff.
Yeah, even though there's a lot of random bullshit go, just still manages to find the hit in and weave themselves out.
Yeah, and you know, this game is completely even here. I would say this pick looking better for Moraine, but you know, only one hit away from a big confirm ending the game. You know, Scissors at this point could just end it. With Weapon 1 behind it.
Any good hit will do it.
So that's huge.
Ooh, counter hitting the second hit now. Taylor and HP kind of have to. They just need to be scared, but is that
rough?
Steps in from the break, and just fights here. Trio.
Yeah, that was like both really well played from like both of them there towards the end. Honestly, break will be back from losers bracket. That's real. GG's. Taylor making it to winners finals. No games dropped so far.
Yeah. Well, What you'd assume.
Next up, we got leBenos against Alenari now.
Or do we play winners finals first?
I think we play the losers quarters first, right?
Yeah, we'll do losers.
Okay. Those are semis.
It's quarters because the next round is semis.
I hate brackets so much. Alright, but now we get to see how Bunk deals with the violin.
I gotta say, huge respect to, like, in this game where you have like a million like of the coolest alts ever, just playing default Violet. That's so real.
Main character energy.
Yeah. Cool.
I'm being called out.
No, it's sick. Like, but to be fair, default Violet doesn't have that many alts, right? It's like a Toho one and a Nier one. Anyway, to the game.
Yeah, the base Violet only has 3 colors on top of the colors that every character has.
Yeah, sure. Oh, that was a
these
huge whirl. Holy shit.
Push them into the trap, then the mark gives you another hit. Very nice. Clean combos. This hand kind of rough, but you can just chill on the world till you find something that combos from the world, because most of your cards are pretty okay just being thrown out. And escalation into world.
This has gotten completely out of control for leBenos this game already. But, you know, okay, they're bringing it back a little bit, but you do have a mountain to climb here. You know, like, one combo is definitely going to do it from this point.
Yeah, and now you're in a really precarious spot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have to dodge the mark. Dodged it too early. Should have just tried to move back to be safe and then dodge. But sadly, that happened. Apprehend whiffing, pull. You can use boxes very nicely. Oh, bing bong.
Nice bump combos. Oh,
Yeah.
great Flame Breath catching them as they move in. Yeah, this is a nice control. You know.
The boxes in this matchup are kind of nice because you can diffuse the claw trap with him, and you can block the weapon 2s with it. Not that weapon 2 is a good neutral tool. It's usually used in very, like, you're just hoping it hits and then get a combo out of it. Ooh,
Gotta say, that
fancy.
was violent. You know, 36-second game from leBenos there, even up the set.
And this is what happens when you have these high damage characters with high damage builds. The matches go for such a shorter amount of time.
Yeah,
until when you know, at some point, obviously, neither player can get a hit in for 30 seconds, and then the match just lasts 2 minutes, even though both players deal 4 damage per combo. And again, the bing bongs, but the pull kind of breaking up the combo there.
I like these use of you know, putting the blocks down, the traps there from leBenos we've seen.
Yeah,
That's
it's
smart.
very nice way to diffuse these mines and claw traps. On Hazel specifically. Queen can do that as well, which makes Shopkeeper Queen matchup kind of rough as well.
Yeah.
On Hazel. But Bene pretty low now, but getting these few good bonks in.
They're honestly both like nearly a combo def range for Violet. Okay, no, definitely a combo def range now for.
Yeah, both of these are one good hit away from killing.
Yeah, but that's going to be a way easier hit for there. Doesn't need to worry about getting any kind of combo there, Alenari.
Stepping on your own side to get to the front is something you kind of learn as Vio. It's sometimes very hard to challenge the front row, but when you do step in, then you just get sour spot hits for other auto slashes, and you kind of get good combos from that. And this is what weapon 2 is the best at, in my opinion. With the you just toss it out when your opponent has step spells to ruin their, because it has a lot of actives.
Yeah,
and it's kind of hard to use in combos sometimes. Ooh, but that one, escalation, just letting you to do weapon once for as long as you want.
Yeah, important confirmed there for Alenari. You know, brought this game back now, which was looking like a repeat of game 2. You know, Nas to be careful. Only one combo away from death. Oh, 6 health left.
Feeling and apprehend.
Great
Only apprehend
though.
left. Step slash apprehend. Pull it in front and bonk.
Fantastic stuff there. Yeah, that was another violent game. These go by really quickly. Oh, it gets the trap there though.
Oof, very nice.
That's gonna be a big confirm. Oh, nice mash out there.
I do like the step apprehends because it's not the easiest thing to look out for if the apprehend is coming from behind the step spell, and you do have spells you can cycle in this deck. Like sure, it costs a lot of mana to do so, and might be whiff punishable sometimes, but you also have your turrets and boxes to cover your ass a little bit.
Yeah, pretty great spot here for Alenari now. He's probably gonna throw out. I don't know the name of the spell. That one. Sorry.
Isolation.
That's the one. Probably gonna have to shuffle here. Yeah.
Pull and apprehend.
Still playing pretty patient here. Just looking for that confirm. Oh, but Sash is onto the trap, and that's going to be it.
Yeah, blink straight into the claw. Unfortunate. And yeah. Kill Rockstars, taking it.
Yeah, that's
dropping the final Hazel off the bracket. And
that was a lot of fun to watch. I really like watching that matchup. Just watching them both like hit for these big 30+ damage combos. But next up is gonna be Marigin. Whatever you want to say.
It's the run back from the last week.
That's true. This was Grand's last week.
This time meeting in quarters. So we'll see. Forced to start with Flame deck. Yeah, you get one game of not playing break. How nice of me.
So kind.
And this is also a EU ranked, like, bread and butter. They do be playing.
Sure.
Both of these also rocking fighting game character colors, by the way.
Yeah, it's true.
It's Testament and Arcade.
Yeah. I think we do have to say specifically Neko Arc if it's going to be like Cat Selicy.
No, I'm not gonna say that.
Are you just not going to? Okay.
It's Arcade because it has that colored skirt.
Yeah, okay. You know what? I respect that. You're right. Anyway, Newbie is navigating the flames well. Ahead in this set at the moment. Does have step lance here if you want to get the trap out of the way. Never mind, just ends up tanking it instead. But the frost not quite hitting there.
That's something very nice about, like, I don't like Snowfall personally, but having your opponent sit in the corner when you snow cone and then you just haha.
Yeah,
Snowfall.
sure.
And then you might have other tools to cover the step forward. And if you took hits from Snowfall, oof, big explosion. Only getting attacked by one of them, luckily. The Snowfall might lead into big damage.
Yeah, the Snowcone online now. Oh my, that was pretty big. The Snowcone online with 2 frost stacks up, pretty huge. But Marine just staying back here. Oh, actually, great rush forward to try and catch that, but not quite.
The thing about Snowcone is you kind of don't want the first hit to apply the frost stack or the free, because then you don't have a lot of time to confirm.
Oh, the way that Newbie just navigated that Salamander was crazy.
And then there we go. Yeah, it's break time, and I do not mean coffee. She lost the not-fight break. So true. Just toss like 2 matches so you get to play against break only once. It's gonna be a hard matchup, but we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, Big Newbie did say that they struggled with breaking winners, maybe. But we'll see how well they are able to deal with it. It's a nice first combo there. Oh, it gets
Ooh,
the
and then
too.
stepping back and getting hit by this Frostfall. Snowfall.
Yeah, one of those where I feel like Newbie's done all the combos, but they're actually the health isn't too different. Never mind. That's a huge 39 damage swing there for Newbie.
Fixing the tiles. Not taking too much damage because of it. But breakage is happening. Ooh, just getting barely tagged by the golf ball and then the starburst hitting for 1. That's a lot of broken tiles.
It is, but staying patient, just waiting them out.
Yeah, and now that it's a possibility to do so I can respect it. And
got these nice frost stacks into a big combo, and that's going to be it with the auto slash. In game 2, another pretty quick one, going to Newbie. Does Marine have a third deck to go to? No, to go straight back into break.
Yeah. Even though clearly has stated that they hate this deck, managing to get out another win. Nice shuffle, just recognizing there's nothing to do with that hand at all, so put these cards off. With the auto slash, because you knew it wouldn't move you. It's very fast on recovery, so.
Then I'm a follow up to that step whirl, but really liking how Newbie's navigating around these breaks. Oh, that's a big man.
Managing to, because it ain't easy. Oh, nice random whirl hitting, rush, snow cone, get the space back, spot dodge.
Pretty critical spot dodge there with 10 damage there from the egg. Just the break house is covering the step completely, but that's a big damage swing, and now we're looking pretty close, pretty even here.
Rush and step lance on. So getting under the tile. Oof. These cards are not easy to get a hit in, but try to anyway. Ooh, now we're going 2-1. Merchant taking it back.
Yeah, that was a pretty close game, but Marina, adjusting well. Oh, but then takes a big damage at the start, but nice important spot dodge there.
The thing about whatever the thing is that hits your own back row as well, or breaks your own back row. Against this deck, it's kind of rough. It covers the front row very well, and it deals a lot of damage, and it hits back row as well, if you manage to combo it with the other card. But you are susceptible to some of these raw whirl shenanigans and the snow cone.
Yeah, this is the sort of game where I feel like a lot of those critical spot dodges that we've been seeing from Newbie haven't really been working this time, but last 15 seconds or so hasn't really got hit, but it's so difficult to avoid
when you can't get hit at all.
Yeah. Oh, but I was going to say survive so much, but that's not going to be enough. Bring it back to game 5.
Oh my goodness. Just cover up space. Rush. Oh, didn't get the step up for a whirlpool, but
Mary just standing there knowing everything was whiffing, I'm just gonna wait it out. Great spacing around the lockdown there, and is able to get a little bit of damage too there from Newbie.
On the other hand, what I said about the broken back tiles, it does also mean that your auto whirls don't work, because the whirl will hit the broken tiles instead.
Yeah. 0 mana on deck, but just able to just wait it out.
And I do want to point out, this was the last week's winners, and now one of them will drop out of the tournament for this game 5.
Yeah, 5th place. It's a pretty early time for a few of these players to go. Back in neutral now, probably the first time that there haven't been any broken tiles in the map for the whole game.
Ooh, nice poke.
But it doesn't believe in the follow-up there. It's fair enough with all the tiles broken.
Yep, couldn't step lance.
Huge whirl and a huge snow cone too. It's looking very good for Newbie. Will Marine be able to adapt in time, and that's going to be not quite it. That's it there.
Very nice usage of weapon 1 to make your opponent think, oh, they stepped. They have auto slash in hand. Which one was it? Was it the auto slash or was it the weapon 1? And then using the weapon, the auto slash into whirl to pull them into a kill range. I should have made break my main deck. It do be like that sometimes. It's not the easiest decision to make. What should I be bringing as my main deck? Especially if your playstyle varies a lot. For like characters such as Chiretta, Saffron, and Violette, I think it's pretty easy to just say, well, I'm just gonna bring the one that has my best combos and most neutral. Because your own neutral tools are pretty good, but like Terra, maybe Nero, Gunner, you have some options. You need to think about it a little bit.
I'm head up now, play my set, get some water, so I'll be back in a sec.
Nice. We do winners first, right?
Yeah, we do winners and then we run it.
Yeah, okay, sick.
All the way to all the matches that we can. Newbie putting out the scream of victory in the Discord text channel going raw, GG's, fuck break. And honestly, I feel that.
Well, that was a very good play. Getting around the break deck.
Yeah, very nice movement. Finding out just enough damage.
Mergin saying in chat next week with 100% break.
Mm-hmm. We shall see how the matchup goes, though. Oh my god. It's, like, personally, it's kind of, I don't like saying it, but, it do be like that, the Chiretta players, alpha Chiretta players do be the strongest ones in many of the regions. But I do feel like Skarfelt has like the most consistent gameplay from what I've seen of her, or do well. So it's very fun to see how my top 1 non-alpha player plays against literally the number 1 EU alpha player, so to speak.
It'll definitely be an interesting match. We'll see how Skarfelt plays against. It's looking like the same melee-based deck as before, right?
Mm-hmm. And even though I'm a certified Skarfelt fan, I do want to point out that the levels in EU are very close to each other. So do not feel bad about my bias. Or cool Chiretta decks.
Oh. Nice. Okay. This is semifinals?
This is the winners finals.
Oh yeah.
So whoever B wins this goes into the grand finals on winner's side. And I'm very nice step canceling the minigun to cover up their return. Very enthusiastic to see how Skarfelt manages to deal with Grubus's Taylor's pristine movements. You said like they've only taken 2 damage so far. Weird wrap interaction there. Do not know how that works. Bombs are hard to deal with. Yeah, like not getting any good hits in a Scar, and like you're playing a deck that does a lot of damage, but even all of these small hits that you gotten in, biggest of them was 6 damage, and meanwhile Taylor just dealing out constant small damage
Yeah, he's really
while managing to dodge everything else. Look here, that's not big. That's 4 damage, but it's still 4 more damage than whatever Scar dealt there. Oh, we're finally connecting. Now you're taking poison damage and have to contest Maypul in front range. And
those third row mines are terrifying in this matchup.
Mm-hmm. Not ready to confirm the hit there. And now can downfall because of the strip mines that they're getting hit by the bomb. Just going ham. Oh, poison now. Taking a little bit of damage. This is already more than you dealt in the last set, so warming up a little bit. Pushing the bomb in to cure it. Even though it was poisoned. Sitting on that weapon 2 fishing for a blink whirl, backstab whirl, but couldn't find one. Push the bomb all the way in the back row. Doesn't combo in the minigun though. And finding a lot more damage this round. Like getting used to, but the step lance pushing the bomb straight into Skarfelt's face. Don't fall damage. No hit confirming the thunder. Just sitting on slash cards. Seize is up, but the bomb shear, that's like
with Seize on the field, that's rough.
Yeah, like Seize is very good for Chiretta for obvious reasons. It just removes the back row from and just makes it 3x3. But against bomb shear specifically, that was a rough situation to be in. And like Taylor just every single time denying the third row with strip mine. Very good tool at that.
Oh, it gets caught.
Gets caught, but you're just free to block in the corner there. There's nothing that really threatens you if the opponent doesn't have a downfall specifically to hit that off angle.
Ooh, gets the bomb out of the share.
This is one of the interesting things about this matchup is Chiretta's also very good at pushing bombs. Ooh, very nice step in, canceling the return, and then whiff punishing the weapon 1. And now the bomb's there, push slash is also on deck, but nope, no whiff punish.
That's a nice string.
Seize up. Doesn't use it though. Almost walking in the back. Ooh, slightly mispasses the diffuse.
Ooh, that's rough.
Yeah, just Terra just completely dominating the neutral.
Showing why they're on top of the leaderboards.
Yeah, it's like literally just that good. It's scary to see the difference between the number 1 and the whatever's next. But now we get to a nice matchup. We'll get to see newbies Selicy, Trust Selicy, against that Violette deck. And the winner of that will obviously go against Skarfelt to try to challenge Taylor. But let us focus on... That's a lot of cheater. I hope it calms down. It could be just me as well. 16 jitter, kind of scary.
I'm seeing 16 as well, but I think they had decent connection before, so it might even itself out when they start.
Hello again.
Good evening. That was a rough match, but
yes, definitely.
But you did bring it back from the first one, which is
the first one was
nice, which is
rough.
nice to see. So
I'll try better next time. I think like this stuff I can try better. But yeah, anyway, let's talk about this set first.
First we're running. I like this man. I'm gonna just put it out. A lot of people say they don't like Selicy, and I understand that. Personally, I like this matchup. Weapon 2 has a lot of actives and gives you combo potential on stuff, return specifically, and Weapon 1 is just nice. And when you're both moving a lot, you both have cool combos. It just feels good to play.
I think this is a cool ass matchup. I think both these characters are extremely cool. They get to do like very unique combo lines, right? Or very explosive combo lines that are, you know, I think they're just cool, you know? And this is also a run back from winners worth mentioning. Alenari did win this 3-1 in Winners Round 2. They've made it all the way back to losers semis. Newbie has the upper hand this time. Let's see how that continues. We're all lightning, as we were saying earlier, just hits that. And yeah, about 20 damage unanswered there so far from Violette. Doesn't get any big combos yet.
Yeah, they're both just getting these pokes in, but at any point, an explosive 20 to 30 damage combo can happen with either of these characters, so...
Yeah, but nice spot dodge there from Alenari.
Oh, and finally gets the diffuse on the claw trap.
Oh, huge snow cone there. It's just covering the front row completely as they move into it.
Ooh, very nice dodge. Stepping up, but didn't get the good combo. And now you're in the single player. Defuse the water claw trap. And this is what I mean. You can just toss these weapon 2s out and hope they hit. And it's not the easiest thing to hit. It's pretty easy to dodge, but it is scary. 2 weapons in the field, just chilling.
Yeah, just nice patience there. Just, you know, waiting until them get to the back row, pushes them into it with the backstep.
Alright.
That was a pretty long first game for characters with such explosive combos, but, you know, it's just very cautiously played, you know. Respecting that they can both explode at any time. And Alenari, all answers so far, I say, and they interrupt me if I get hit. Nice.
Like, both of these players is spot dodging everything important. Sure, now you're kind of low on mana, so you can't punish the more, but like, at some point you gotta, I guess, ask yourself, do I want to take this damage, risk taking 20, or just chill and play defensive and then go on offensive when your opponent's a little bit weaker? Or do we always just go balls to the walls? Like, that step slash covering a lot of the field. Ooh, comboing into the market.
Really even game so far. Yeah,
and now just chilling in the back row because Rush and Whirl kind of doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
And like tossing out these weapon 2s because if they do step in, the weapon 2 does tag them and bring them to you.
Yeah, it's a full combo into itself. All those weapon 1s missing. Great movement there from Newbie, just dodging everything.
Ooh.
Oh, that's a pretty big hit.
Finally getting a pretty good hit. Still not the biggest one, but pretty good.
Pretty critical dodge there in the snowfall. Oh, not quite hit with that snowfall, but I forgot. Nothing wrong, whatever.
Yeah, escalation pip that could. Hitting again. Claw trap, push in.
Snowcone hit the frost. Oh, but steps back into the trap and it's going to get hit for 6 only. Pretty safe there. Oh, that was a pretty important step up. Just about whiffing with everything there. 5 health now in Alenari.
Yeah. Probably pretty scared at this point of getting any hits in. But on the other hand, when you see the hand on your opponent, on Violette, you're also very scared. Very nice movement.
Oh, but doesn't quite get the spot dodge there.
Yeah, just barely getting tagged. And the Frost proc managing to get the kill there. No.
Yeah, that trap's going to be a pretty big amount of damage there. 21 unanswered.
Yeah, not a full combo, but 21 damage from like set play. And immediately matched 24 damage combo in Rushdown.
Both shuffling, yeah, pretty even, you know. Again. Oh, doesn't get the combo on the weapon too, though. Oh, the trap again. That's going to be a backstab. Oh, doesn't have the mana for the backstab, but gets the lightning.
I really like how the Rockstars plays this matchup. Just whenever you see any threatening step spells, just go back, toss those weapon 2s. If your opponent starts coming up, you can start moving forward for your sour spots, your tippers, depending on your own cards, obviously, what to get.
Oh, doesn't get the whirl there. Does not fight in the back row. But oh, nice.
Trying to do the step whirl. Manages to this time. Or rather, step dodged into it rather than spot dodging on it. So.
Yeah. Oh, 1 health.
Very nice.
With Punish's rush there. And yeah, it's 2-1 now for Alenari. Could this be a repeat of winners? Or will maybe be able to adapt back in this game 4? The banger is playing.
Nah, it's not the best one-step song. I'm sorry.
This is the best one-step song.
Nah, it's Violette's. I'm sorry.
This is Violette's. Oh, are we indifferent?
Oh.
Yeah.
I think it might be different.
Yeah. It's not synced. I have Selicy's.
Okay, no, it's Violette's is the best song. Handshake in that then. That's very funny.
Commentators getting fucked.
Well, I mean, at least we agreed in the end. Anyway, the game that we're commentating.
Very even. Both of these finding very good stray hits, but no combos so far. 40 seconds in.
Exactly even again.
But now, 19 damage into 2 frost procs into another combo. And now that's half your HP gone.
Didn't quite recognize the position on that fire breath. Could have gone for a earlier snowfall, but didn't quite get it. Just panic shields here. But it makes sense though. Just stay safe. And yeah, okay, this little trade of Dex went much better for newbie. Okay, now we're only 1 hit away from a big combo with like auto slash and whirl there, and that's gonna be it probably. Yeah, there it is. Just
then weapon 1, tech chase with the weapon 1 when you have step launch. You kind of cover a lot of ground with that.
Yeah, caught the movement back, and like it was just a guess, right? You can move up or down. You can get caught with that too.
Yeah, but the step lance gives you the other option.
That's the other thing, right? If they step up, they get caught by step slash anyway, like afterwards, right?
And so interesting. Ooh, the rush, the Sniper Edge just hitting the step spells. But now the sour spots are hitting in. You kind of wanna. This is a hand where you wanna hit the sweet spot in the opponent's backline.
Yeah.
Actually, back in beta, I loved that hand. It was my bread and butter combo. It's so cool. Nowadays, I hate when that happens.
Oh really?
Yeah, because my opponent will not stand on back row.
Oh sure.
So.
Oh, nice little step whirl there. Isn't able to do much with the drag afterwards. Again, just an incredibly even game between these two. This is probably the most even set we've had so far.
And I need to remind you, this is a loser semis. 2-2 situations that the loser is out of the tournament, not getting to play against you or Taylor. So the room beefing just barely.
That's on deck though. Doesn't quite get to this game. Step is going to be here now, and that is going to be it. Newbie takes it game 5, getting the run back from winners. And wow, that was such a set.
Reminds me of last week when I played against Newbie in losers round 1. Which went also 3-2 the Newbie. Fuck.
That is rough.
That's how it be on this bitch of an earth.
That is true. Anyway, I'm up now.
Alright, have fun.
Good luck.
Thank you very much. In a bit.
And yeah, so we're gonna have Skarfelt versus Newbie, which previous two of the previous Duelists of EUden's winners.
It's kind of fitting that they ended up here, isn't it?
Yeah, and both of them getting to challenge the Titan that is Taylor. So it's someone could have written a script this good, and I'm not saying I did, but someone could have. And it wouldn't been a hard guess for it to happen either. Yeah, there's not much to say about either of these decks that hasn't been said so far. Very basic shells with a little bit of changes into them. Newbies, the frost package is not your basic frost package. and Skarfelt doesn't have the STD align shenanigans, even though they have Seize and Downfall.
I think Seize will still play a pretty decent.
It is a good tool to have, but Skarfelt themselves said that it's very weird to pay 3 mana when it's not in a combo, even though it does give you amazing playfield control.
That's true, actually. With that said,
Skarfelt just
getting something started here.
Yeah, newbie is finding a little bit of good hits here and there. No big combos from either side so far, but newbie winning the damage race so far, and there it is. One combo starting from Rush into Step Reverse, not Reverse, Frost Step, Frost Slash, whatever it's called, into a Step Slash into other stuff. Very nice combo there, but no deck changes. And,
I think Newbie is more confident in his damage output now, so he's definitely got a bigger threat to contest.
Yeah, but there we see that was very small combo from Skarfelt, and it still did 20 plus damage. And like, there's a lot of good cards for chip damage here as well. And again, 15 damage into a kunai. And now you have Seize, minigun at hand. Just control the space. Very nice. Just putting the will out, recognizing the opponents, just running around. And now it's suddenly fully even again. And kunai actually whiffing. Downfall in hand. Whiffs though. Blink Thunder. Not the craziest hand you want to see, because it costs a lot of mana combo into it. But still pretty okay for damage. On the other hand, also a hand you don't want to see that often. Step Swirl. Step slash push slash into the Seize, into backstab, into another apparent try at weapon 1. Oh, now the parry.
I think that parry saved him from the frost, you know?
Yeah, you can, even though you can't block it, you can parry the frost damage currently. So
that was clutch.
You were dead if you did not land that parry. Trying to fish the weapon 1 whirl. Very greedy, but did not die for it, so probably very happy about that. Both of them at lethal ranges. Oh my goodness. Still alive? No.
By the
tree barrage does tag into Snowfall. Woohoo. Sheesh. And Newbie taking the 2-0 lead. For wanting to get a stab at Taylor, but Skarfelt's definitely not done yet. You can see people run these back every day of the week. Just sitting in the back row, but sadly trying to go for a good punish and gets them frosted, and they did damage. Now this hand is kind of weird.
Frost
but doesn't matter. Just gets the weapon and then the tech chase with the thunder. Very nice damage. Dodging around the step spells and the rush. Blink minigun is okay hand, but the frost damage will kill you if you take any frost hits, and that's it. The counter hit from the minigun not fast enough. The tri-barrage manages to get out, and Newbie taking it 3-0. I'll get it next time. But that means we'll have the full commentary team here for the actual finals, which is gonna be hype. But the real question is, can Newbie take down the Titan that is Taylor?
Let's see. I think they're both running melee-based decks. Although Newbie does have some more frost, so I guess it depends on how well they can play against the third row strip mines and the space control of Maypul.
And this, like, I want to say this is gonna be a pretty rough matchup. Like Chiretta versus this deck, kind of okay. It's hard, but kind of okay. Especially it's just Chiretta is really good against Maypul. When the strip mine is not ruining your life. But this one, Maypul Slap is really good. Like, really good. And when you're both invading each other's spaces, having a extra push slash at hand on command whenever you want it, it's just a good tool. So if we had a chat about this earlier, that Maypul has really polarizing matchup chart. And I don't play a lot of Maypul, but for some reason, if I think about like a good Maypul matchup, this is probably it.
You're right, because you're just controlling so much more, such like of that space that Selicy wants to like try and get into, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
like sure, it's not gonna be easy because you need to be on point with your weapon ones and invasions and whatnot, but it's. Oh, if anyone can do it, it's Taylor. So.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, and I love sheer bombing. It's so cool. It's such
really
a cool tool. I hate the fact that it costs 4 mana, which means my Violette deck can't run it. And now you're wrapped from that combo, and now you're getting wrapped stuck on the wall. Couldn't get the wrap through the bombs, but getting them stuck at the edge is very nice. A cat Selicy versus raccoon Selicy. Not entirely false. Ooh, very nice whiff finish.
Yeah, I was gonna say, nice patience there waiting for Taylor to strike first.
Mm-hmm. Now, looking very different from the last match, taking the early damage lead, which means you can. It's not like we don't have timeouts in this game, but having a lead is big on your mental. You don't feel like you're in a hurry to kill your opponent, even though you're not ever in a hurry to kill your opponent. Just knowing you can take a few hits more before it's even, very nice. Oh, that movement from both of these players, absolutely insane. Taylor getting tagged by one hit overall in the whole sequence. And now, using the minigun to break the bomb, it shield breaks, so you have to spot dodge. Defusing the mines, very nice. But getting hit with the melees here. Both of these very dash-oriented hands at the ready. And now going into set play.
Just about whipping everything. This is the closest I think that anyone's been to beating Taylor so far. One more hit will do it.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with the Frost on deck. Oh, doesn't quite.
It's just all about, does Taylor give you any good hits? They do, but not good enough. And now you're shuffling and you're dead from that one misstep. Getting hit by the reverse slash instead.
Is Taylor gonna lose a single game in this bracket? Or, can maybe bring it back, get the reverse Frio even. Great minigun on the spot there, but good damage coming in there. Nice 22 damage combo. Gets the Frost as well.
This time, Newbie, again, taking the early lead, but we saw what happened last match, so...
Oh,
can't cancel that, sadly. And the step reverse is dealing reverse slashes. It's quite problematic. Have been in every single one of these matches. It's very hard tool to visualize in your brain where it's gonna hit, and then you have poisoned, which means you're back into Maypul range. But pushing the bomb doesn't combo there, sadly, but the step slash does hit both hits. And now we're dead even on HP. Doesn't quite get the whirl, but now it's there.
Huge hit there. Oh, but now that's huge for Taylor.
Okay, just breathe. Take your mana. Don't get hit by anything stupid. You have auto slash, which is a good confirm tool, but not so good as an initiation.
Oh, that's gonna be it though. Just
that was right.
step slash sheer, bringing them back into the bomb and exploding. Frio the Taylor. And that's the tournament. Holy shit.
Did you use Taylor?
Yeah, Taylor not dropping a single one. As someone could have seen it coming. But
That
it was
a-
close. It was
Yes,
close.
that was a
multiple
really, really
times.
good showing from Newbie.
Yeah, for sure. Newbie, like, definitely looks like, next time would be, like, even that time, both those game 2 and 3 looked like they could have gone either way for sure. Just a tiny bit of difference in either direction. And yeah, huge. First win for Taylor. Did not drop any games.
Oof. Holy. Well, that do be the event.
It did be good.
Next week, I'm assuming we're doing Saturday again?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah, I guess Sunday this week and Saturday. We're gonna poll for the new starting time because now we're in summertime, which
Yes.
means for some of us they started later than usual, so it's kind of weird. But we'll ask about that. Well, hopefully we got a pretty good turnout this time. But
Yeah, we
always
might.
looking for more players.
I think we might try the new format next time on Saturday. Should we do it Saturday or Sunday? As in, like,
What's the-
should we do this coming one or the one after that? And there was a lot of
Conquest?
I think it would be the side decking one. That's what got the most
Oh yeah.
upvotes on the poll.
Yeah. Not bringing decks, but bringing a pool of cards to choose from.
Yeah, I think you'd still be submitting 2 decks where you can pick any cards within those 2 decks.
Yeah, and just have a pool of 20 cards, so to speak.
Yeah. I think that'll be next time. Even though, what do you think? Because it's Saturday, so I don't know if it's like all the Saturday players only got 1 round of the normal bracket.
We'll see. We'll think about it.
I'll put the poll in it with when I ask about the times. I'll like poll for that as well and see how it goes. But yeah, it could be that format or it could be this one next time.
Yeah, because doing this twice for the Saturday players would be nice as well.
Yeah. Nice. Well, thanks for everybody who played and everybody who watched. Thanks for commentating, guys, and congrats to Taylor or Goobus for taking the game, taking the tournament. Goobus was here for the gatekeeping. Yes, well, the alpha players need to show who the top players in EU are at some point. I know we had numbers last time, but they didn't stick around till late for the rest of the tournament. So yeah, this is like our first like proper alpha dominant tournament.
Now we'll get them next time for sure.
It was getting there. I think people now that they've seen it and they've seen what they need to be beating, they might have some luck preparing and taking down Taylor the next time.
I will be trying to myself for sure. I can say that much.
Nice. All right. Well,
I will not make any promises about playing. I'll be in Enigma.
Sure.
that's fine too.
I'll go 0-2 again at some point, and it's gonna be fun.
Mm-hmm. We've all been there.
All right. Well, cool. I'll end the stream there. Thanks everybody. Is there anybody on to raid? I haven't checked.
I'll open up.
Yeah. Oh,
There's someone watching our tournament. The
They're in
AETHTTV.
chat, but I think they're gonna. Play ranked.
Yeah.
And they're in chat, so. I'll
Easy raid.
do that. right. GG's everyone. Thank you all again. And see you next week.
Oh yeah, that's fun. In a bit.
Bye.
Nice. All right. Thanks, guys.